I didn't know what to expect from Halkidiki. Not many people talk about it. It's not Santorini. It's not Mykonos. But in just a few days, this place did something rare. It slowed me down. Halkidiki, Greece. A land with two arms stretching into the Aegean Sea, where turquoise beaches hide behind pine trees, where old villages whisper stories through stone walls, and where time just moves differently. This is not just a top 10 list, it's a journey. A journey through some of the most beautiful, peaceful, and unexpected places I've discovered. So take a breath and come with me, because the last stop might just leave you speechless. If you enjoy this kind of cinematic travel, subscribe for more. Some journeys begin loud. Mine began here, in Nikiti, a town that feels like two worlds stitched together. On one side, a vibrant coastal promenade with cafes, boats, and sea breeze. On the other, the old village up the hill, where stone houses and flowered alleys whisper traditions. By day, Nikiti is alive with sun and sea. By night, it glows with soft lights and a quiet charm that makes you slow down. It's a place of rhythm, where time feels unhurried. Locals sit and talk for hours. Children run barefoot on stone streets. There's music, but never noise. And then there's the food. Fresh fish, grilled octopus, homemade wine under fig trees. This is where the journey begins, where the sea meets memory. Just a short drive south of Nikiti, the world opens up into something quieter, lighter. Karidi Beach, wrapped in pine trees, bathed in turquoise, and shaped like a private escape. The water here doesn't crash. It breathes. Shallow, clear, calm. It wraps around smooth white rocks like melted glass. I remember standing barefoot in the sand, watching the pine trees sway gently over the water, and for a moment, everything felt perfectly still. Just nearby, Vourvourou stretches along the coast, a sleepy village with boats anchored in silence, hidden coves, and moments that feel outside of time. This wasn't just a beach stop. It was a reset, a place that rewires your rhythm from fast to present. Further along the eastern edge of Sithonia, I found a place where the sea meets the mountains. Here, the land becomes more dramatic, more raw, more real. Sarti sits quietly under the shadow of Mount Athos, a village where sunrises feel ancient and unfiltered. Waking up here feels different. The light is softer, the sounds are fewer, the village is simple. But in that simplicity, there's freedom. Fishermen mend their nets on the dock. Children swim without phones or screens. There's a silence in Sarti that stays with you, not empty, but full. A kind of silence that teaches you how to listen. After crossing from Sithonia into the Kassandra Peninsula, I climbed a hill and entered a stone-carved memory. Afytos, a village that doesn't perform for the camera. It just exists, with cliffside views, warm light, and narrow streets that carry old songs in the wind. The breeze here feels cooler, lighter. Windows are open. Music floats through alleyways. You don't rush through Afytos, you drift. And every turn is a new photograph, a new mood. It's a place that doesn't ask to be admired, it simply is. Further south, along Kassandra's coast, I came to a place with two souls. By day, Pefkochori is playful, beach bars, strolling couples, sun on every surface. By night, it becomes electric. You hear laughter, glasses clink, music flows from every direction. There's energy here, the pulse of Kassandra. But there are also quiet corners, a dock at night, the sound of waves, the flicker of lanterns. Pefkochori is for those who want both, the fun and the stillness, the beach and the heartbeat. Between the coasts, I stopped in the center at a place many people pass by, Kassandra Town. Its market isn't fancy, it's alive. It doesn't try to impress, it just is. You walk between stalls of honey, olives, herbs. Old men argue about prices, children chase each other between tables. This is the heartbeat of the peninsula, where the culture isn't packaged, it's lived. Back at the coast again, I reached Kalithea. Here, everything feels familiar. People are smiling. The beach is wide. The sun reflects off white buildings. Kalithea doesn't try to be a secret. It's simply joyful. And sometimes that's exactly what you need. A place that reminds you how good the simple things can be. Down a dusty road in the southern curve of Sithonia, I came across a beach that felt untouched. Tigania. Golden, quiet, real. This is not the beach for crowds. It's for those who listen, for those who want the sun without noise, the sea without selfie sticks. You bring your own towel, your own shade, your own peace. And in return, Tigania gives you space to think, to breathe, to just be. Before the final stretch, I stopped for something simple, a meal, but not just any meal. 5 Steps in the Sand isn't just a restaurant. It's a feeling. Tables almost on the water, candles flickering, the sound of the sea just a few feet away. You sit, you eat slowly, you stay. And even when the food is gone, something in you wants to linger. And finally, Glarokavos Beach. The beach curves like a quiet smile, wrapping itself in water so clear it feels unreal. No crowds, no rush, just wind, sea, and silence. It feels like the whole peninsula ends here, not with noise, but with peace. You walk, you breathe, you let go. This is where the journey ends, or maybe where it begins again. Because some places don't just stay in your memory, they stay in your rhythm. If you enjoyed this cinematic journey through Halkidiki, Greece, give it a like. It helps more travelers find these hidden gems. Subscribe to Go Walking Tours for full 4K travel experiences. And let me know in the comments, what destination should we explore next?